Hey guys, I'm with the video that I promised you guys last week when I did my Edge of Extinction Returning chances. In that video, I said that once the merge episode comes out, I'll come out with a Survivor Winners at War merge power rankings, which is now here. So the people who are left in the merge is Adam, Ben, Denise, Jeremy, Kim, Michelle, Nick, Sarah, Sophie, Tony, and Tyson, with last week me correctly guessing Tyson will return. And I was guessing that either Adam or Wendell would have been the merge boo, and I was correct with those two being the two people to get votes, and Wendell was voted out. I thought it was pretty obvious once Adam was about to cry in his confessional that he was pretty much not going home. So we're here about to talk about last night's episode and who has the best chances of winning this game now that the merge, which is a huge episode for the winner, which is a huge episode for the winner's edit, to give you a hint on who the winner is. So, with that out of the way, let's begin. Alright, starting off at number 11, once the episode ended, I was 100% sure that this person was number 11 right at the bottom, and it is Nick Wilson. And I think he's going home next. Like, it's pretty obvious that he is going home next, either unless he wins immunity. He was very close to winning immunity last episode, but it's either him or Sarah, and Sarah has more numbers on her side, and Nick's only down to Michelle as his ally, so I'm not feeling too great about Nick's chances. I think he's going to be the next to go, and I feel like if he's not going home this week, if he wins immunity, he's going home once he doesn't win immunity, so yeah. Alright, now at number 10, controversial pick, but I put Denise Stapley. And she made a great move in taking out Sandra. The thing is, now everybody knows how Sandra was voted out. And everybody knows that it was all Denise who came up with the move who pulled off the move of Sandra going home. So now as we saw Sophie's confessional last night, she said, "Oh yes, Denise, you're building a resume for yourself. Thank you." And which is probably a hint that Denise won't survive very long in this game. I feel like if she does make the end, she has a pretty good case of why she should win. I just don't think she's going to make it there. And she's really good at challenges, as we saw last night, because she won immunity. But I feel like that if she goes to Edge of Extinction, there's people like Wendell there. There's people like Boston Rob, who are really good at challenges, and they're better than Denise at challenges. So that's why I put her at number 10, because I don't feel like that she can actually win the game. Alright, moving on to number 9, which is the person who a lot of people thought were going to be the merge boo. I was pretty skeptical once Adam started crying. I just gave it away. It's Adam Klein. And everyone thought he was going to be the merge boo. And coming into the episode, I was thinking that as well. I thought it was going to be a pretty boring episode with Tyson coming back and Adam being voted out, which would have been a very boring episode. But no, we saw Tyson coming back. Tyson forming the Threats Alliance, which is probably going to dominate the end game, the mid and end game. I think that alliance is going to dominate the end game because we saw a ton of it this episode. But Adam's not a part of that alliance. And Adam only won, I think, one immunity in his first season. I think actually 2 immunities, one sometime and then another one at the final 5. But Adam is, I think he doesn't have that much time left. I don't think he's going home this episode, as his name wasn't brought up in the previews. But I'm also not too feeling great about his winner's chances. And if he makes the end, I feel like there's other people who could go up against him, like Denise or Tyson or Tony, who could beat him, and Sophie. But I just put him at number 9 because I feel like he has he has one of the least chances of winning this game. All right, moving on to number 8, we have Kim Spradlin. And Kim and Tyson are the only ones left on my team for who... I said this last week, but I made a team pre-season of who I think would win the game. It consisted of Yul, Danny, Tyson, and Kim. And obviously, by the time of the merge, Kim was the only person left. Tyson came back. Tyson's my winner pick, so thank God for that. But Kim's just been invisible this entire season. Kim's in a pretty good spot. She has an idol. And I feel like she's safe for like the next couple rounds. I'd be surprised if she goes home before the final 8. Because before the final 8, I feel like she's no threat. She has an idol. I just don't think she's going to win this game. She hasn't gotten a huge edit. So I'm not really feeling too great about her chances. Alright, moving on to number 7, who we saw a bit of last episode, and I made fun of him in a confessional, and that is Ben Driebergen. And I'm really liking Ben this season. I feel like he's in a great spot. I just don't think he's going to be able to win this game. I think he's going to be like the first finale boot. The first like finale night boot, like 6th place. He's kind of looking like that spot. I don't think he's going to win the game. Because there's much better people who you could vote for to win this game. But I'm actually pretty surprised with Ben's social game this season. He's been playing a really great game. And I wouldn't mind seeing him win a second time. Obviously, by the time of this time in Heroes in HHH, this time he was playing a really dominant game in the Majority Alliance, like in the JP boot, and then after that he sort of declined, but I am really feeling great about Ben's chances of making it far, just not feeling great about him winning this season. Alright, moving on to number 6, we have Michelle Fitzgerald, and sadly, I don't think Michelle's going to win anymore. She was on the outs, and I feel like either Nick or her will be going home next week. I feel like it's too blatantly obvious Nick is going home, so I feel like the best option for who I think is going home is sadly Michelle. And she got a really huge edit in the pre-merge. But now that she's on the outs and her and Nick are probably going to be the next ones booted, she doesn't have a great chance of survival. I'm sad to say that, but I have to. If she does make the end, though, I think she could win. She probably, if we're talking about, like, full-on edgically, she should probably be a couple spots higher. Because this entire season is like, I need to prove something. I need to prove something. I need to prove something. Not many people were happy with my win. I need to prove something. But I feel like she's already proved something with this season. So I'm feeling great that she could win this season, but I'm not feeling great that she can survive this next episode. All right, moving on to number 5, we have Sarah Lacina. And I'm feeling great about Sarah. She's in a pretty good spot. She's in the Majority Alliance. She voted, oh my god, that's bright. Nope. Alright, she's in the Majority Alliance. Oh god, okay, no. Alright, Sarah, she's in the Majority Alliance. She is doing great this season. She has a strong alliance with Sophie. She has a good relationship with Tony. Which Tony is in the Threats Alliance, so they could rope in Sandra and Sophie, and that alliance could run the game, which I think it already is going to. But yeah, Sarah is playing a very good game at the moment. I feel like that I don't think she can win, but I feel like she is gonna make it like most likely final 7. If she doesn't make it that far, I'll be shocked. All right, we're down to our final 4 picks, and I feel like one of these 4 are the winner. And at number 4, I have Jeremy Collins. and he lost an ally this episode. I feel I'm not very but even though he didn't get what he wanted this episode, he still got a huge edit. So I feel like the edit is making him seem like a front runner, and I feel like he is a front runner to win this game. He is obviously great socially. He's great strategically. He's good physically. He's obviously included in this threats. He's obviously included in this threats alliance, and as I said before, I feel like it's gonna dominate the rest of the season. So I'm pretty confident that he'll make finale night. And I feel like if he makes the end, he has a pretty good case on why he should win. Plus, the edit is giving him a positive edit, even though he didn't get what he wanted. He got a ton of content last episode, even though nothing went his way. So, yeah. Moving on to number 3. And pretty controversial pick, but I think it's Sophie Clark. And Sophie Clark is looking not like a winner, but more of a person who will be cut, like, Final 5 or Final 4. Like, at this point, Janet was getting a huge edit, but then Janet was cut at the Final 5 by an idol nullifier. I'm feeling great about Sophie's chances of making it far. Once again, I don't feel like she can win, though. This season is all about the best I feel like the winner is going to be crowned as the best player of all time. And are we really going to crown that title to Sophie Clark? I don't think so. I didn't like Sophie in her original season, but this season, she's been fantastic. I've loved her this season. I wouldn't mind seeing her win, but I don't think she can, though. Obviously, if she does make the end, I feel like she has a strong case on why she should win. I just don't think she's going to be able to make it there, and she's going to be the final obstacle for the winner. Kind of like a Rick Devens. Alright, now I'm moving on to my top 2, and at number 2, we have... Oops. I just revealed my number 2 and number 1. At number 2, we have Tyson Apostle. He got a great episode this week. I guessed correctly that he would come back into the game, and I'm so happy he's back. He was my winner pick, and he's so funny. Now we just can't skip over him on the weeks we don't show Edge of Extinction, and now he's here in the actual game. And he integrated himself in this Threats Alliance. He actually created the Threats Alliance. And I feel like he's in a fantastic spot. He returned into the game. He's a huge physical threat. I feel like he threw this last immunity challenge. Because in his first season, he won this challenge, so I feel like he threw it. But he's a physical specimen. It was a great strategic move to fall off the beam quickly, because you don't want to be an immediate threat. You don't want to come back into the Edge of Extinction and then right away win immunity. That's way too huge of a target on your back. So I feel like Tyson did the correct move of throwing the competition, because he wasn't even targeted this episode. Like, I'm very proud of Tyson, and that's a good chance of him being a winner. He's gotten a pretty positive edit since his Edge of Extinction visit, and I'm pretty sure his edit is going to continue. If he gets to the end, I think he actually could win, because obviously he's good threats. He's good friends with Amber. He's good friends with Rob, and through Rob, he has Amber's vote. And through Amber and Rob, they have Parvati. And through that, they have Ethan. Through that, they also have Michelle. Through that, they have Wendell and Nick and Yule. So, like, he already has, 8 votes for him to win, and he's going to be a huge threat going into the final Tribal Council. And right now, I feel like he can actually make it there. I can say confidently, I think he is making finale night. So I am very confident in Tyson's chances of winning the game, even though he was on edge of extinction. I feel like Tyson is a great all-around player, and I feel like, and I would love seeing him as a 2-time winner of the show. Plus the edit is putting him in a huge positive light, and he's in the Threats Alliance. So I'm very confident that he is going to be making it very far this season. And obviously, number one, I've already showed you guys by accident. It's Tony Vlachos. Come on. Tony is in a great spot. He hasn't been voted out, which is a great sign because I feel like Tyson has a less chance of winning due to him being voted out. But Tony's just in a fantastic spot. He has the Cops R Us Alliance. He has the Threats Alliance, and through the Cops R Us Alliance, he's with Sophie. And everyone just likes him. He's played a much better game than his original than his Game Changers. And obviously, the Double Tribal Council one was pretty bad for him, as he was shown in a pretty negative light, as he was in a spy shack. So I'm not too confident. But other than that, Tony's been very good. He was a narrator for this episode. Like, it was so funny this last night because he was like, "Oh my god, all the prices went up. I'm a poor little boy. I only have 1 fire token. How am I supposed to buy these? Everything's like 2, 3, 4 fire tokens. How am I supposed to buy anything?" So like, I feel like with that useless information, I mean, obviously stuff going up in price is not useless, but with Tony saying that, I feel like it's a great sign. And right now, I feel like he's getting the winners at it. He's been a little bit rocky. He's had some faults, like he wasn't able to convince Sandra that, hey, we should vote out one of the Unconnected Alliance. He wasn't able to convince Sandra, but he's still in a great spot. He's in the Threats Alliance, and he has Cops R Us, so he's in a great spot. All right, and Vanguard. I'm really enjoying this season. I obviously guessed Tyson coming back correctly, so I'm very, very, very happy about that. Because I am so glad Tyson's back. He's one of my favorite characters of Survivor all time. And, let's just get this out of the way. The reason why I put Sandra as the end card is because she quit, and I wanted to have all this, like, little stuff on here as, like, a funny little end to the video. So that's the video. That's the power rankings for Survivor Winners at War Merge. After this season, I will probably come out with a Survivor Winner rankings and a Survivor season rankings. So if you guys are interested in that, type in the comments below. But my Survivor videos don't usually get a lot of views. Anyways, bye-bye, guys. See you later.